3,000 years ago, there were no supplements, no protein powders, no superfood marketing, no labels telling people what to eat, and yet people built strong bodies. They worked long days, they recovered fast, they stayed resilient in environments that would break most people today. Now compare that to today. People wake up tired, eat, and still feel low energy, struggle with digestion, struggle with focus, struggle with consistency. And the strange part? The foods that supported people back then still exist. They haven't disappeared. We just replace them with convenience, with speed, with things designed to last on shelves, instead of inside your body. Today, we're going back to 20 ancient foods, recorded, used, trusted over generations. Not trends, not hacks, tools. And stay with me, because number 5 works like a reset button most people overlook. Number 10 will completely change how you think about wheat. Number 15 was strong enough to sustain people in isolation. And number 20 might quietly reshape your entire daily routine. Miss this, and you miss a system that worked long before modern confusion. Before we go into the list, you need to understand something simple but powerful. Your ancestors didn't eat randomly. They didn't snack all day, they didn't eat for boredom, they didn't eat for entertainment. They ate with purpose. Every food had a role: fuel to keep them going, defense to protect them from breaking down, repair to rebuild after effort. That was it. Simple system, effective system. Today, we've flipped it. Food is engineered for taste intensity, speed, addiction, shelf life, not for how your body actually functions. And that's where the disconnect begins. So as we go through this list, don't just listen, compare. 1. Garlic, the daily shield. There's a reason people craved garlic, even in harsh conditions, not because it tasted good, because it made them feel stronger. Garlic wasn't decoration, it was defense. Used regularly, it helped the body stay resilient, stable, less vulnerable. Think about that. When you don't have access to medicine, your food becomes your protection. Garlic was one of the most reliable tools they had. But here's what most people miss. How you prepare it changes everything. Cut garlic and cook it immediately. You lose a big part of what makes it effective. The real move? Chop it. Let it sit for 10 minutes, then use it. That short wait allows the natural compounds to fully activate. Small detail, huge difference. 2. Lentils, the endurance fuel. A simple bowl of lentils once carried so much value. Someone traded their future for it. That sounds extreme until you understand what lentils provided. Not quick energy, not a spike, sustained fuel, the kind that carries you through long hours without crashing halfway through the day. That's what made lentils powerful. They didn't just fill you up, they kept you going. Compare that to modern foods. Eat, arrow spike, arrow crash, arrow repeat. Lentils break that cycle. But again, the preparation matters. Overcook them into mush, you lose structure, you lose balance. The real move, cook until tender, but still firm. That's where they work best. 3. Raw honey, the natural protector. Today, honey is treated like sugar. Back then, it was treated like something valuable, because it was. Honey wasn't just eaten, it was used to coat, to protect, to restore. It had a role beyond taste, and the key word here is raw. Once honey is overheated or heavily processed, it loses much of what made it special in the first place. So when people say honey doesn't do much, they're usually not using it the way it was originally used. The real move, add it to warm, not boiling, drinks. Let it stay intact. That's where the difference is. 4. Almonds, the compact support system. Almonds are small, but that's exactly why they were valuable. Easy to carry, easy to store, easy to rely on. And inside that small form, a dense supply of support for the body. But here's something most people overlook. Raw almonds can be harder to break down, which means your body has to work harder to access what's inside. Your ancestors solved that simply. They soaked them. Water softens the outer layer and makes nutrients more available. The real move, soak overnight. Rinse, then eat. Simple upgrade. 5. Pomegranate, the internal reset. Over time, your body accumulates wear, not overnight, gradually, through stress, environment, and daily living. And eventually, you feel it. Slower recovery, lower energy, less clarity. Pomegranate stands out because it supports something deeper, renewal. Not instant stimulation, not quick fixes, but helping your system deal with what builds up over time. Think of it like this: your body is constantly maintaining itself. Pomegranate supports that process, and that's why it was respected. Not flashy, but consistent. And consistency is what actually changes how you feel long term. Now we move from defense to foundation. 6. Barley, the stability grain. Barley wasn't exciting, and that's exactly why it worked. It kept people steady, full but not heavy, satisfied but not sluggish. It was the kind of food that allowed people to work long hours, stay focused, avoid constant hunger. Today, most grains are stripped down and sped up. Barley is the opposite: slow, stable, reliable. 7. Fish, the mental fuel. If your focus is off, this matters. Fish was one of the most consistent sources of support for the brain, not in a dramatic way, but in a steady, noticeable way over time. Better clarity, better calm, better function. And here's the key: this isn't about eating fish once, it's about regular inclusion. That's where the difference shows up. 8. Dates, the clean energy source. When energy dropped, people didn't reach for processed snacks. They reached for dates because they worked. Fast but not chaotic, sweet but not destabilizing. Dates gave just enough to keep going without creating a crash afterward. That's rare, and that's why they lasted. 9. Pistachios, the balancers. These weren't everyday food for everyone. They were valued because they helped maintain balance, not just energy, but internal function. They supported digestion. They supported efficiency. Think of them less as a snack and more as a fine-tuning tool. 10. Einkorn wheat, the original blueprint. This is where most people get surprised, because today wheat has a bad reputation. And for many people, that experience is real. But here's the question: is wheat the problem, or is it what we've turned it into? Einkorn is one of the earliest forms of wheat, unmodified, untouched by modern processing, and because of that, it behaves differently. Your body recognizes it more easily, processes it more naturally. This doesn't mean everyone should eat it, but it does challenge the assumption that all wheat is the same. It's not. And once you see that, your perspective shifts. We've covered the foundation, but now we move into something even more interesting: the foods that don't just support your body. They amplify everything else you eat, and this is where number 15 changes the game completely. Up to this point, we've covered foods that fuel and stabilize the body, but these next ones, they do something different. They enhance everything else. They help your body extract more, use more, waste less. And this is where ancient eating becomes a system, not just a list. 11. Onions, the silent support. Onions don't get attention, they're not flashy, they're not marketed as superfoods, but they show up everywhere in ancient diets. Why? Because they quietly support how everything else works. They help your system stay active, responsive, balanced. Think of onions like background support. You don't notice them until they're missing. And when they're missing, things feel off, digestion slows, meals feel heavier, energy feels less stable. That's their role, not the star, but essential. 12. Cumin, the extractor. You can eat good food and still not get the full benefit from it. That's where cumin comes in. Cumin helps your body pull more value out of what you eat, not by adding more food, but by improving how your body uses it. That's powerful, because most people focus on, what should I eat? But the better question is, what am I actually absorbing? Cumin improves that side of the equation. The real move, use small amounts consistently, not occasionally. That's when it starts to matter. 13. Hyssop, the deep clean. Hyssop is one of those ancient herbs people don't talk about anymore, but historically, it was associated with cleansing, not in a trendy way, in a practical way, keeping the body from becoming overloaded, from becoming sluggish, from becoming heavy. Hyssop supported clarity internally, and when your internal environment is clear, everything else works better. Energy, focus, recovery, it all connects. 14. Goat's milk, the gentle alternative. Milk today is complicated. Some people tolerate it, some don't. But what many don't realize is, modern milk is very different from what people originally consumed. Goat's milk is closer to that original form. Lighter, easier to handle, less demanding on the body. And that's why it stayed relevant. It wasn't about quantity, it was about tolerance. If something works with your body, you feel the difference. And that's what made goat's milk valuable. 15. Carob, the fortress food. Now this one is different, because this wasn't comfort food. This was survival food. Carob was used in isolation, in the wilderness, in environments where there were no options. And yet, people didn't just survive on it, they functioned. Why? Because carob supports something foundational, your gut environment. Not just feeding you, but helping maintain the space where everything else happens. And if that environment is unstable, nothing works properly. Energy drops, digestion struggles, everything feels inconsistent. Carob helps create stability from within. That's why it's called here fortress food, because when your internal foundation is strong, you don't need constant correction. You operate from strength. Now we close the system. These last foods aren't random. They complete the picture. 16. Figs, the flow regulator. When your system slows down, you feel it. Heavy, sluggish, uncomfortable. Figs help restore movement, not aggressively, not forcefully, but naturally. They support flow, and flow is essential because when your system moves well, everything else improves. 17. Olive oil, the daily support. This wasn't just food, it was used daily, consistently, and that's the key. Olive oil supports the body in a way that builds over time, not dramatic, but noticeable. It helps things feel smoother, less strained, more balanced. That's why it was called liquid gold, not because it was rare, because it was reliable. 18. Coriander, the balancer. Coriander works quietly, but effectively. It helps the body stay in balance. Not too much, not too little, just steady. And that's underrated because most people are constantly swinging between extremes. Too full to too hungry, too tired to too stimulated. Coriander helps smooth those swings. 19. Grapes, the consistency builder. Grapes don't overwhelm your body. They don't spike you. They don't crash you. They don't demand attention. And that's exactly why they matter. Because most people today are chasing intensity, strong flavors, fast results, quick fixes. But your body doesn't build strength through intensity. It builds it through consistency. Grapes work quietly, in the background, supporting your system day after day, not forcing it to react, but helping it maintain. And that's a different kind of power because reacting is temporary, maintaining is sustainable. Think about it. Anyone can feel good for a moment. But staying stable, staying balanced, staying consistent, that's rare, and that's what grapes represent. Not a quick win, a long game advantage. 20. Wine, the ritual, not the habit. This is where most people get it wrong. They hear wine and think excess. But that's not how it was used. Wine wasn't about escape, it was about transition. A signal to the body. The work is done. You can slow down now. Used slowly, used intentionally, used in small amounts. It supported digestion after meals, relaxation without chaos, a smooth shift into rest. But the real value wasn't just in the wine, it was in the moment. Because people didn't eat the way we eat now. They didn't rush, they didn't scroll, they didn't multitask through their meals, they were present. And that changed everything, because your body responds differently when you're actually there. Digestion improves, stress drops, recovery begins sooner. So wine became part of something bigger, ritual, And that's what we've lost. Not just what we eat, but how we experience it. And sometimes, the way you consume something matters just as much as what you consume. Now step back and look at this clearly. This isn't a list. It's a system. Simple, consistent, proven over time. And here's the truth most people won't tell you. You don't need more information. You need application. Because knowing all 20 foods won't change anything. But using one will. And this is where most people fail. They try to change everything at once. They get overwhelmed, they stay inconsistent, and nothing sticks. So don't do that. Do the opposite. Pick one, just one. Something simple. Garlic, honey, dates. Anything from this list, start this week. Use it consistently. No overthinking, no perfection. Just repetition. Then pay attention. Your energy, your digestion, your clarity. Watch what changes, because that's how real results happen. Quietly, gradually, but permanently. And when you notice it, come back and tell me, which one did you choose and what changed? I read every comment. And if you want to go deeper, subscribe. Because next we're breaking down carob completely, how to actually use it